We want to thank our sponsors who made this possible. Each of you who have given to this here tonight, thank you. Have an awesome trip back to California.
I'm just going to stay here, probably.
Tonight we have another special guest with us. He's the gubernatorial candidate in Maryland. And we want to invite Dan Cox to come up here and just greet us this evening. Maybe surprising you, but hey, this is first stop, right?
What a powerful day.
Yes.
This day, every knee shall bow, and every tongue will confess He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. It's an honor to be here tonight. It's an honor to support my good friend, Doug, and his precious bride, Rebby. And I'm telling you, the very first couple to endorse my candidacy for the next governor of Maryland was my good friend, Senator Doug Mastriano. And I am so proud and privileged to be here tonight on the night when we take Pennsylvania back for freedom, when we take our country back for secure elections, for security in our own bodies, making sure that mandates are no more, and once again, that we are America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. So I'm so privileged and proud to be here. Thank you so much. We're going to continue to fight and pray, and we're going to see you the next governor of Pennsylvania. Thanks so much.
Virginians showed up, right? Trifecta right there in Virginia. I'm told they're all right. So probably see the one's Cuban, one's Jamaican, whatever. Media don't do that. Be honest and fair. Where's the fair journalist? But can you imagine? And I imagine this: Virginia, good leadership. Maryland next, Dan Cox next governor, fantastic. Icing on the cake, Pennsylvania. That's how we do it. People like you and us rising up together, standing in a gap for our states and nations, not standing aside, not being bullied by the lies, of course, in the media. They want to paint us with hate-filled, let's see, descriptions. I'm trying to use a proper word here. Gotta watch my language. There's some kids out there. You know, I was in the Army for 30 years. Never struggled with profanity until I got into politics. Hard time here. Sean, man, help me, brother. It's tough. You know, I just want to say a few things here. And the left, together with their friends in the traditional media, of course, are trying to paint us in a particular picture. And my campaign has no place for hate, bigotry, and intolerance. And that's the same for, that's right. And that's the same for any media outlet. If I read articles where you're attacking Christians and painting us in a particular picture that's hateful and intolerant, we won't have the time of day for you.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, our own founder came here in 1682 after being called names by the media in England because he didn't belong to the right church. You know, he was an insurrectionist, you know, he was against the king. And so much so that they threw him in jail 3 times, William Penn. And so he came here, he founded Pennsylvania so you could be from any denomination, any religion you want to, and walk as free people. And I believe in that firmly. So media, you need to be responsible and stop attacking people because of their dearly held faith, because of our dearly held beliefs. Yeah. As you drive across the state, you get glimpses of William Penn's vision of a place from the broad spectrum of denominations, you know, live in prosperity and beauty. Lancaster County is a great example of that. One of the the most beautiful counties in the nation. But we're under siege now. The media doesn't like groups of us who believe certain things, and they paint us in these awful descriptives. And I don't have time for that. And you're not going to bully us with your hate and your rhetoric. We stand for tolerance for all people. And here's just the thing. Everyone in the room here can believe whatever they want, and they should not be mocked for that. And that includes us on the Republican side. I will not stand for you mocking, me, my wife, my family, or what we believe, or anyone in this room here. This is America. I fought for 30 years to defend those freedoms. Can I see the hands of the veterans in the room here? All these people here. Thank you. We got veterans from World War II, B-17s, all the way to modern war on terror. We fought for these freedoms here, and if you think it's okay to mock and ridicule us or anyone because of their religious beliefs, we have no time for you, and we will give you no time. You'll have no access. Because, like I said, we stand on freedom, and we don't have time for hate and bigotry, even if it's directed against Christians. So please do mark that. Because we stand on the shoulders of people like William Penn, who would not tolerate anyone attacking other people's beliefs. They're supposed to be respect for each other. And so you think about William Penn. So he was accepted the Lord in his 20s, and his dad was ashamed of him. His dad was a famous admiral in the Royal Navy that helped beat back the Dutch during the Anglo-Dutch War. And his dad was thoroughly embarrassed that his son joined a denomination that was not acceptable at all. And his dad disinherited him and kicked him out of his house for a time. The paintings on the wall in the Capitol, the reception room in the governor's office. I look forward to welcoming you all there, by the way. And he was in jail the third time. King Charles II, felt bad and was going to offer him an early out, as long as he just compromised on us. He'd stop talking about the Lord, join the right church. And William Penn said, "I'd rather die than I might." That's right. He was mocked and ridiculed in the media and made fun of, together with the king's men. But he was faithful. And then just a few years after being in prison for the third time, the king owed his family a debt and gave him this land called Pennsylvania. And as Stephanie Borowitz rightly says, Pennsylvania was his vision for Pennsylvania was that we would be the seed, S-E-E-D, good farmer term, the seed of the nation. My God will make us the seed of the nation. My God will do this, the seed of the nation, a holy experiment. The nations need an example to do what is just and right. And that's in our capital. And so we stand before you here today, almost 400 years after William Penn's vision, to restore that dream. I believe in our time we can accomplish William Penn's dream for Pennsylvania, to make this really, really the land of the free and the home of the brave, where we could have a new birth of freedom, that we would restore our freedoms. And so much is at stake. We are the Keystone State. We saw so many things mismanaged over the past years. Failed policies, failed politics and politicians. We saw the backroom deals happening the past couple of weeks here on our side of the aisle. It's kind of laughable how far they'll go to try to retain power. But in this constitutional republic, the power belongs to the people. And tonight we're taking the first step to restore the balance of power where the people retain that. And they call the shots, not darkroom lobbyists and backroom deals, but you call the shots, because within this constitutional republic, Pennsylvania should be leading the way in freedom and all that is holy and just and good. And so on all our signs, proudly is declared John 8:36. If Jesus set you free, you're free. That's William Penn's vision for Pennsylvania. He suffered for his faith by a media and a political ruling class that mocked him because he didn't have the right beliefs. Things haven't changed. 400 years later, we find ourselves being mocked in the Washington Post and other outlets who will never have access because they're full of hate. We don't tolerate hate and bigotry, right? And so should no one in this room here. We need to treat everyone with equality and respect. William Penn's vision for Pennsylvania is that we would lead this nation. We are the birthplace of freedom. So we can't lose that dream. And so thank you, I'm going to hand, this was a bit, sorry guys, I jumped up here. Good to see you guys. I'm going to hand the mic over in a minute here. I'm looking around the room here, and Rebby and I are just so thankful. So many of you, we've walked the tough roads of the past 2 years during COVID. We love you too. Yeah, how humbling it is. I mean, so many of you have poured your heart and souls out into getting us to this point here. Many of you, years ago were pleading with us to actually run for office. I mean, it's been an incredible journey, and the journey's just begun, and truly it's going to be a great adventure. Let's take this all the way to November 8th and ultimate victory. Thank you.
Well, hey everybody, we want you to relax and you can stay and hang out and talk to people. The numbers are coming in. We have our command center set up. So we're going to keep you updated if you're going to be staying with us. Remember, he said the journey has just begun. And we are on the great adventure. So hang out, support the restaurant, and we'll keep you updated on the screens. So, okay.